Hi everyone, Ron Crider reporting for duty. It's Sunday, July the 19th, day 125, my stay safe at home day. A little headlines in the news today. Dr. Anthony Fauci said on Friday that what we've got to do is reset. The U.S. COVID-19 response, he recommended universal masking, avoiding crowds, and shutting down the bars. If we do that for a couple of weeks in a row, Fauci said, I think we're going to see a turnaround. Well, that's not new information to any of us, but it's something that we need to very much consider doing, and doing it the best way we possibly can, because obviously we're getting nowhere here in Florida. We know that for sure. I do these numbers every day. I do them about 1 o'clock. You'll see them about 1 o'clock. As you can see right now, it's 9:38 when I'm putting this piece together. This is the front piece. And then up top here, I will put the numbers as soon as I get them. So when this all plays back, the moment it starts playing, you will actually see at least the Florida numbers up top here. And I appreciate you very much watching. Thank you so much. And don't forget to push the like button. You know I like those likes, and I get plenty of them, and I do appreciate those likes. Don't be a COVIDiot. You know what a COVIDiot is? A COVIDiot is what the UK people call us Americans who don't wear our masks and don't social distance. Now, I know there's a lot of people down in Stewart and a couple of other places around here that think this is all a bunch of hooey until you get COVID-19 and you end up going to the hospital or maybe on a ventilator. Let me tell you, it's easier to wear a mask than a ventilator. I said it, right? I've been saying that for a while. You don't want to wear that ventilator. The next thing is maybe the morgue, so that's not a good thing. So let's not get ourselves in that position. So do the right thing. Come on, folks. A couple of shout-outs today to a few people, to Daniel, Jay, Heather, and Barbara. Thank you so much also for watching. Lots of other people are watching, but these are people that just popped up on my sheet this morning. And I do the weather report for the Treasure Coast every day. A mix of clouds and sunshine today. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High 88. Winds southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. This is for the Treasure Coast. 20% chance of rain today, and then tonight, 20% chance of rain. Some passing clouds. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. Low tonight will be about 78, and the winds east-southeast at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. So there you go with the forecast. Pretty much the same as it is every day, just a case of how much rain are we going to get. And in both cases, it says 0 inches of rain, and it's both 20% in the day and at night. So I don't know how you can get 0 inches of rain and have 20% chance of rain. Well, I guess if it rains, we'll get some rain, right? Okay. Florida's total death toll, including non-residents, passed 5,000 with an increase of 90 in one day as cases climbed by a U.S. high 10,328. The overall positive rate rose to a record 11.5%. But tests were down 10,000 to 92,633, the Florida Health Department announced on Saturday. Palm Beach County deaths increased by 7 to 666 after a record of 21 on Friday. On the Treasure Coast, St. Lucie rose by 1 to 79. Martin went up by 1 to 48. And Indian River County, where we are, remained at 24. Okeechobee reported its first 2 deaths 1 week ago on Saturday. Okeechobee's been doing pretty good out there, but they're not in the thick of things such as we are. The record for the most deaths was 156, which was set Thursday. The increase Friday was 128. The other triple-digit days were 112 on Wednesday and 120 on Thursday. Since the first 2 deaths were announced on March the 6th, the toll has climbed to 4,895. State and county increases represent deaths received by the state on Friday and not the number of fatalities that occurred then. The day someone dies and when it is received by the state can lag as much as several days, maybe even as much as a week. I've been saying that all along, folks. When I put these numbers up here, these numbers are what was dumped into the system. It doesn't necessarily mean it happened at that particular time. Palm Beach County is second in the state for deaths, increasing by 72 in 1 week. Miami-Dade climbed to 1,274, a rise of 4 in 1 day. And 142 in 1 week. Broward increased by 11 to 488 and 33 over 7 days. In South Florida, there were 24 of the 90 deaths reported Saturday, 26.7%, for a total of 2,581, or 52.7%. Palm Beach County is second in the state for deaths, increased by 72 in 1 week. Miami-Dade climbed from 1,274, a rise of 4 in 1 day, and 142 in 1 week. Broward increased by 11 to 488 and 33 over 7 days. In South Florida, there were 24 of the 90 deaths reported on Saturday, 26.7%, for a total of 2,581, or 52.7%. Pretty amazing, absolutely amazing. So, everybody says, well, Crider, what's all this doom and gloom? Give me a break. I am doing this because you need to understand how serious it is and what is going on. And I'm sure you probably see it on TV and read it in the newspaper just as much. But the only reason I'm here really is to give you the update on the numbers. So I did very little news today. The numbers are coming up right now. I have no idea what they are because, as you can see, it's 9:45 a.m. on Sunday morning. And I actually won't have those numbers until 11 or 11:30, depending on how frisky those guys are up at the Florida Department of Health, and they get these numbers posted, and then I put them in and massage them around so that I can give you the difference, so I can tell you how many people actually, what happened to these people in the various counties that I put up here. Anyway, I hope you have a really great day. Back in a flash with the numbers. Here we go. Alrighty, folks, back in a flash. It is July the 19th. It's Sunday, and here are the numbers for the state of Florida. As of about 11:30 today, Sunday, 11:30 a.m. in the morning, let's take a look at the new positives. The new positives for the state of Florida, 12,479. Yesterday, they were 10,327, so not as good as yesterday, even though yesterday wasn't good at all. 339 new hospitalizations today. There were 441 yesterday, so a little bit of improvement there. The ICU beds available, 1,249 yesterday, there were 994, and the new deaths to report for the entire state of Florida are 87. There were 90 yesterday. The new positive versus testing, the number that the state of Florida uses, 11.64. Yesterday, that number was 11.59. So as you can see, that number, our number, the 11.64, has gone up. 30 days ago, that number was 5.85. 30 days ago, that was 5.85. The average for the past 16 days is 19%. I was called out with a mistake yesterday. I apologize. That should not have happened. And today, the 17.63 is the number of the difference. I won't even try to explain it to you, but it is a difference number. It's not since we started. This is a number just between the amount of testings, the difference between testings yesterday and today, and the difference between positives between yesterday and today, and that's how we got that number. Still, it's a very high number. Sorry for the confusion on that. All righty, let's take a look at Indian River County. Here in Indian River County, the new positives are 81. The new hospitalizations are 7. We have 12 ICU beds available. Yesterday, we had 6. We have 1 new death to report in Indian River County. Indian River County's positive versus testing score is 7.34. Now, we have 28 new positives in zip code 32960. And if we go take a look at 32963 over here in the Bay Area Island where I am, it is 1. 32963 added 1 in the past 24 hours, and 32963 added 28. That's Indian River County. Now let's take a look at Dade County. Dade County positives, always a really big number down there. 3,212 new positives in the past 24 hours. New hospitalizations, 45. ICU beds available. They've got a lot of beds down there. 233 ICU beds available. They had 132 yesterday. They must have gotten a bunch of brand new beds in. But they did report 28 deaths, a big number of deaths reported down there in Dade County. Their number is 17.01. It's the highest that has been so far. Now, in Broward County, that's Fort Lauderdale, the new positives, 1,150. New hospitalizations, 30. They have 76 ICU beds available. They had 65 yesterday. And 5 new deaths to report in Broward County. That's Fort Lauderdale. Their number is 12.46 today. In Palm Beach County, it's sort of moved into second place as one of the worst counties for this pandemic. They added 740 new positives, 17 new hospitalizations. They have 99 ICU beds available. They had 96 yesterday, and they did report today 13 deaths. Their number is 12.14. In Martin County, that is Stewart. Martin County has 50 new positives, 5 new hospitalizations, 120 ICU beds available. They had 24 yesterday. Now, I'm not really sure I understand this unless they got a whole boatload of new beds in, because that's a big increase going from 24 to 120, but I'm only reporting what I have seen and what was given to me, and they have no deaths to report in Martin County, which is very good. They do have a high number, though, 14.27. In St. Lucie County is Fort Pierce. Fort Pierce added 127 new positives in the past 24 hours. No new hospitalizations. That's good there. 13 ICU beds available. They had 5 the previous day. 1 new death to report in St. Lucie County and Fort Pierce. Their number is 11.08. In Brevard County, that would be Melbourne. So they had 162 new positives, 6 new hospitalizations. I don't know about this number. It looks pretty strange to me. 49 yesterday, 49 today, ICU beds available, and they had 49 the day before, so maybe they're not getting information from them. And they reported 1 new death in Brevard County. Their number is 6.24. And then we go up to Orange County, and this is Orlando, and we're keeping our eye on this a lot because the new cases that they tested were 4,748, and out of that they got 741 new positives, 3 new hospitalizations. They have 92 ICU beds available. They had 67 the previous day, and 3 new deaths to report, and their number is 11.0. All righty, folks, I'm going to show you a chart here on the state of Florida's dashboard, and this is the past 6 weeks of positive testing, and it began on the June the 7th. So what they're reporting is that it looks like it's coming down a little bit. Now, it does not have last week on here because this stopped at 712, and last week we had a lot of big cases, so it's somewhat deceiving. As you can see right here, the spike on this one was 14.85 on 628, and then you see it starts coming down. So I don't like to use that one, mainly because it's deceiving, because we're getting so many cases so quickly that this thing probably is going up. I have to assume it is. So I only show it to you because it depends on who you're watching and who's giving you the information, and they may use that and say, see, it's coming down, but that's not necessarily the case. All right, here is the global view. United States cases, 3,730,312. The USA deaths, 140,218. Global cases, 14,340,653, and global deaths, 603,111. Alrighty, folks, those are the numbers for today. And it's just like anything else. It's like the stock market. It closes one day and you think, well, what do you think it'll do tomorrow? And you're never really sure until the end of the day tomorrow. And we won't be sure until 10 or 11 o'clock on Monday what is happening here. But this has to do with life and death. And the stock market doesn't necessarily have to do with life and death. So do the right thing, folks. I have a couple of little positive quotes coming up here and some useless bits of information, hopefully to brighten your day just a little bit. Back in a flash. Howdy, folks. Today we do quotes and sayings, and today we're doing some more UBIs. There's only one U.S. state capital without a McDonald's. What state might you think that would be? A state capital without a McDonald's? I can't believe there's any little small town without a McDonald's. Well, it happens to be the state capital of Vermont, and that's Montpelier. Here's another really useless bit of information. The Eiffel Tower can grow more than 6 inches during the summer. And why is that? because the temperature causes the iron to expand, and it can grow more than 6 inches. Another very useless piece of information, but kind of fun. Do you ever wonder why the flamingos are pink? What's the reason for that? There's a reason for everything, of course. The reason that flamingos are pink is due to the sheer amount of shrimp that they consume. And that's what makes them pink. Bet you didn't know that either. And remember, Christmas in July is going to be over today, so you have until this evening to watch it on the Hallmark Channel, and that's the end of Christmas in July. If you missed it, you missed some really good programs. It'll be back in November. Maybe they'll start it earlier. Don't forget to send me your pictures for the pets. Any pet but a snake is fine with me. We haven't had any for a while, but send it to roncrider@gmail.com. And remember, always be a part of the solution. Please always be a part of the solution and never part of the problem. Again, push the like button if you haven't done so up until now. I do appreciate that. And you have a really blessed Sunday. I hope you have a terrific day today. Doesn't look like we're going to get a whole lot of rain, so it might give you a good opportunity to get out as long as you don't get near anybody and get some of that sun. Some of that vitamin D is going to be very good for you. So give it a shot, and I will see you again bright and early back here. You never can tell. I mean, I could be here at 6:30, 6:45 in the morning. Won't do you any good because until I get the numbers, I won't be able to put them up. But have a terrific day.